Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm having a bit of a brain block. I actually booked a whole place, a whole apartment to film content, to bring valuable and educational content for you guys. But because the first 3 days I have to host my girlfriend and my friend, so I totally have not much time. And today is the last day, and I'm having a bit of brain block, procrastination. So I guess I'll just have an unfiltered and raw content to show you guys a day in my life of an entrepreneur, or would I say night in my life. Right? I'm trying to still do my work, but I guess it is 2 a.m. at this kind of timing that my brain goes on overdrive and I start having more thoughts, and I can share with you guys the real struggles, or sometimes as an entrepreneur, or like when I decided to go a different route, right? Just want you guys to understand and show you a bit of my life, and also show you a glimpse of my personality. I always just talk on camera, and I did not show you an unfiltered side of me. So I guess today I'll show you how my life is, right? So as an entrepreneur, there's really no fixed path, and there's really no fixed route or people telling you what to do. I have to figure things on my own. So I booked a place like this one for about $50 Sing dollars a night, just to come here and focus on filming content. But sometimes, procrastination happens. I'm human too. But later I'll be hardworking, and I will try to figure out what content I want to film. But before I film that content, the educational content, I'll just make an unfiltered content for now. So I just want to show you behind the scenes of how I do things, right? Right now I'm in Malaysia. Like Singapore is over there. I cross over here because lower cost of living, cheaper to have a nicer apartment. So this is how I usually set up my stuff. Right behind the scene, I just carry from Singapore to here. This mic is a podcast mic. It records quite clearly. Right, then I have a stand here which I can put my phone over here to record myself. And this is the backdrop usually. I guess this place has good lighting. That's why I really love this place. For $50 a night, I think it's quite cool. 2-bedroom. Right, I don't know if you guys want to see this part. It's 2-bedroom, cozy lighting. The book that I brought and I never read because I'm lazy. I guess this is the bathroom, right? Luxurious. This place is pretty nice. It's a balcony for me to chill. There's a pool there that I did not take much time to swim lah. I did not have time, and I just sit here. So just basically, I booked this whole place. I booked this entire place, but I just like to sit here and chill. Just like to sit here and chill and do my work. Have my man cave over here. So I guess life as an entrepreneur, if you don't go the fixed route, it can get quite lonely, and you can find yourself struggling of not knowing what to do. So why do I want to be an entrepreneur? I guess as an entrepreneur, what you can do is you have control of your time. But I don't think it's for everyone, in the sense that, especially in Singapore, we are all conditioned with a certainty mindset. You go through a fixed education system. There is path and route that you want to take. So if you were to jump off that train track, you're going to find yourself very lost. For me personally, I was not bad at school, but I'm the kind of person that is very lazy at school, but I still excel in my studies. Especially during my primary and secondary, I didn't have to put in much effort, and this kind of shit bites me, especially when things get increasingly harder and I have not developed the discipline to study. I'm always the type that is more interested in gaming, competitive gaming. So during O-levels, while others are studying for their O-levels, I was actually forming teams or grinding Dota, and I wanted to be a competitive gamer. I wanted to attend a competition called the International. Back then the prize pool is millions of dollars. So I really wanted that, and I tried to find the 5 best players in my school to be a competitive player. Right, that did not work out because after that people lose their fire or their discipline. Because in Singapore we are conditioned to play it very safe. So that's all we think about, right? Be very safe, and that happened to 4 of my teammates. They wanted to pursue education and wanted to pursue Dota. So that did not work out well for me, and I realized that in Singapore, especially in Singapore, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do things alone, it can be very, very lonely. Because people on the other side in Singapore does not think like how entrepreneurs think. So that was that. And do I recommend people to pursue entrepreneurship? Honestly, I don't know. But it can be rewarding in the sense that I have my own time and I don't have to listen to people. But things may never work out and I may be never reach. And that is the fear I always have. But that fear always drives me forward. And even like at this timing, right, 2:45 a.m., I still decided to like not, even though I'm procrastinating for a few days, I still decided to continue film content and bring value to you guys. I guess like I don't want to do subpar content, so I don't want to just do it for the sake of like doing it. Hence, I decided like this unfiltered content may be the best value I can bring to you guys, because I guess it's entertainment and you get to know how I think as a person. So shit did not go well for me personally, to sum it up, when I was younger, because I have very different way of thinking. I don't like to listen to people. I don't like to listen to people. I don't like to adopt the status quo. I always question about like why are people working so hard for money, and what is money basically. And I came up with a few conclusion that money is like energy. Money is like stored time of other people's time and energy. Money is unit of account. Money is store of value. Money is medium of exchange. Money is truly the database for resource allocation, as quoted from Elon Musk. And I see my parents, because I don't come from a rich background, so I see them working damn hard for money, and always kind of struggling with it. And that's why I decided to like, go on this quest and seek out and solve this money problem myself. And from there, I decided that like, what I learned can be useful to the world, especially in Singapore, right, where people play very, very safe. And what I say may not be right, but as I observe the world as it goes, trend following now, where HDB is like, a resale HDB is like $700,000 in somewhere, not even the central, it gets kind of scary. And I don't even know what I'm doing is right, It's like people are buying the HDB, and to be honest, and I'm still like I do make money. I make like 18,000 this month, but it can be like but next month I can make like nothing. I can make like less than 5,000-6,000. Who knows, And I'm spending the money to come here to build content instead of like saving up for an apartment or saving up for housing for Singapore. Yeah, that can be quite scary, and that is the fear I face every day. But I choose to believe in myself that I can create value faster than. So for me, it has always been just go all in or just fail. So for me, I have no backup plan. I just have to go all in. And I think that's the mindset I should have regardless. But am I happy in this state, having my own time control? Don't listen to other people. My friends have to report to work, listen to their bosses, be at a specific place at a specific time. Will I trade that for the loneliness? To be honest, it's a question I don't really know the answer to. I'm forced down this path because of my personality that I can't take orders well. And I'm quite like, in a sense, stubborn in the way I see things. So I have a better way of doing things, and I do not want to follow others. My personality forces me to be an entrepreneur, so it can't be helped. Sometimes I wish that I am less lonely, but I still do not want to join the matrix and squeeze with the public transport, squeeze with people. Okay, let me stop whining. I don't know if I'm providing value to you guys, but let me try to give you some value of what I've learned over the past few years. So I think personally, the whole structure I'm trying to build is to go for the things that I think has the, like, basically, I have to put the least amount of input for the maximum output. And in between is like the fulcrum. How far away are you from the fulcrum to create the highest leverage? So I think in terms of that, I do use a lot of my time to sit down and think how to achieve this kind of thing, because I realized like you cannot just, I think you have to work like a lion. Sometimes you just have to like chill, sit down, and then when the opportunity comes, you just strike and then you hit it. And don't run like a hamster in a hamster wheel. And you just have a never-ending cycle, and then you just always remains in the same place. So I spend a lot of time sitting down to think, and I think where I'm going is to understand there are a few key factors in our generation that can build a lot of wealth. Right? In the past, our previous generations, they get to build a lot of wealth through real estate. putting their money in real estate, and then all this real estate, they triple 10x, 20x the prices, especially the shop houses, all that. In our current era, I think the most effective way is a one-person business using personal brand. So do you know what I mean? You have the ability to generate tens and thousands of dollars per month with a personal brand, or with a one-person business that you have the niche and understanding to. And this is what I shared in my previous video, that I figured out this framework. And I'm very happy that I figured out this framework, because when I figured out this framework, I no longer have to tie myself down to a geographical location. So I think for me, because I want to build wealth, and when I want to build wealth, I think in terms of my way. So when you listen to me, our incentives are aligned, because I'm going that direction, and I'm just giving you what I think is the best way to go about doing it. And I do have some track record of doing it. So basically, I think in this era, media is the way to go. If you have the ability to code, you can build software and all that, you should do it. And then the two other leverage are labor and capital. So I've done it with all four ways, except for code maybe. I still self-taught myself a bit of code. Now we have a fifth way of leverage, and that is AI. Understand that AI can help you improve your working time, can speed up your working time by so much. You can, basically with AI, you can learn things fast too. We are no longer being bound by knowledge, Knowledge, there's unlimited knowledge from AI. You're bound by the right questions to ask. You have to ask yourself the right questions. You're limited by the right questions you ask. So if you know what question to ask, you will have the answers. And that is why I think I am more right than the people on the other side that focuses on traditional education. Because what is the point of going to school when you can just ask AI the questions? And this becomes fucking insane to me that I have to sit down and say this. Because I went on a totally different route. I dropped out from school and I went my own route. And I had such a hard time. Right? My first initial salary was like thousands of dollars, 1,700, 1,600 SGD. And I have to save up that money to invest into. I saved up like $100,000. In between, I bought some gold and silver. And then I took the money and I invested in Kimley. Kimley doubled and tripled. Then after that, I invested in Tesla. And that got me to like $500,000. 400,000 plus CPF, 500,000 on net worth. So I had such a difficult time. I always thought that people from universities, they went to university, they are right. But as I sat down and analyzed this whole thing, in this modern day AI age, from 2023 onwards, you can see AI is going to make a lot of jobs obsolete. So you need to develop your own unique skill set. Understand frameworks. YouTube is actually the best university. And actually, I learned a lot of things from YouTube. I may not be officially educated in the sense that I have a paper or diploma or a degree. I learned a lot of things. I learned coding. I learned how to set up YouTube. I learned personal branding. I learned editing. I learned like options from YouTube. And because personal branding is so important, there are creators out there that are genuinely willing to share, like myself, on how we achieve our wealth, right? So by 26, I was worth like $500,000. I thought I was like top of the world, all that, right? Long story short is I did not expect betrayal, and when that betrayal comes, right, by sort of like, I think long story short is like I had $500,000. Then I thought I was a shit. I did not want to improve myself. I started focusing on my ex-girlfriend. I think that put a lot of pressure on her. Until now, I don't really know what's the reason why she broke up. Maybe she lost feelings or what. I did not improve myself for the past 2 years, from 24 to 26. And when that breakup came, men, I think as men we love very idealistically, romantically, so it really breaks my heart. And I think I was very emotional, but I did not show. So I made a lot of wrong moves on the options market. To be honest, I was quite scarred, and I did not want to. The reason why I did not share honestly is also because, like, after that there are a few groups of people that come and go. Sort of like they betray my trust for them, right? But it's also because I genuinely wanted to help people. I help people out of like my own goodwill. They did not ask for it, and then when things happen, they are the first to run away. I did not share this. I wanted to be transparent, but I did not share this. I do not want to create drama or attention because I'm still like in touch with them. But that is that. But I proved myself, right? I proved myself from 2023 to 2024. I had such a low season. I lost almost like everything, but I built it back up. I thought to myself, like, what is the best way to come back faster? And that is not through investing. That's through building business. So I went back to the drawing board and then I took my skill set of what I have. So from when I was 21, I was a bartender. I bartended at a Japanese whiskey place, but I also identified an opportunity where the Japanese whiskey, I realized it's so much more expensive than in Japan. So I took a leap of faith. I flew to Japan and I started finding suppliers to supply me Japanese whiskey. And initially, I supplied locally, but now we are international, like crazy, right? Because of Google SEO, because of Instagram. Like crazy how everything works out. Now we have clients from US, we have clients from Canada, we have clients from the Middle East, we have clients from Indonesia, we have clients from the Philippines, Malaysia. Crazy, really crazy. I guess because of this, because of what happened, I started a business and then I have new things to share. I have new value to bring to you guys, how to build a business that I just shared in my last video. That is honestly my sincere heartfelt sharing. To be honest, whatever I share with you is what I learned, and I think it's the best way to do things as of now, as of what I know now. And whether or not I'm gonna make it or not, I think it's a waste of time to think about it. If I am dirt poor, then I'm dirt poor. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, because it's out of my control. What I should focus on is what I can control. So even though I procrastinate, I decided that at midnight I should do this content to just show. I think unfiltered content may be the best way for me to vent out my thoughts, show you a bit of my personality, show you how I am as a person. Yeah, because I sincerely want to help you, my audience, to solve this problem of running on a hamster wheel. Because it's something that I face myself. Because I came out of the workforce very early. I dropped out of school, and I'm just booking like thousands of dollars a month. Like it's really crazy. It's really insane. Yeah, to sit here and tell you like, hey, I made like 18,000 this month or last month. I made 18,000 last month. Yeah, but as an entrepreneur, I don't know what next month will be, and I don't want to flex that on you. But I want to show you that it is possible if you do not have a limiting mindset. Yeah, because most people they're limited. Like I actually went on Reddit thread and then I see like on Reddit Singapore what people are discussing. They are discussing on how to save money, right? Like they are cai peng, they want to order one less fish, or like they buy this, they shave their own hair, they basically they do very, very funny things to save money. And I think they operate in the mindset of scarcity. And let's talk about this mindset of scarcity and why I think it is such a bad mindset to have. And I tell you from my own point of view that this does not work. And I came from a background that is not rich, so my parents may have the scarcity mindset. I actually confirm they have the scarcity mindset. All they want to do is save money, save money, save money. And let me tell you why it does not work. Because first of all, let's say this is the pot of money you have, and you are focusing your whole attention on this little sum of money you have. First of all, you do not even make that much. There's so much money going on the world. You're focusing your attention on that. Your attention is not on how to make money, but your attention is to save what you have already made so little of. So I don't believe in saving. Just look at what happened when we save money. Those fuckers, they print and print and print. They print money to save themselves from bankruptcy. They cause the inflation, they cause whatever we saved up, Last time you save up $100,000, it's worth something. You save up $500,000, it's worth something. You save $1 million, it's worth something. Now $1 million is probably worth like what, 600k in real terms. So what is the point of saving money when they are going to destroy the currency? What you really have to do, and this is what I tell my friends as well, is you have to own the means of production. You have to find a way to own means of production. So say for example, what I'm doing now is I'm thinking in terms of how am I as a boss, as an entrepreneur, earn the most amount of money possible with my time, right? I find ways to generate the most output. I just put my time there, and then I delegate everything else. I don't waste my time to go and sweep and mop the floor. I don't waste my time to go and do the midnight things. I put my attention on how to make money, where I can generate the most amount of output. So if I'm able to generate like $20,000-$30,000 per month, or $10,000 per month, or $8,000 per month, I outsource everything else. And then from then on, I'm looking to hire people, right? Say for example, my own output, I have 24 hours in a day. I have to sleep 8 hours or whatever. So the question is, how many people's time can I own? And how, let's say, I pay this person $5,000 salary. Is he able to generate me tens of thousands of dollars in output? And that is how to scale. So if you can find ways to scale this way, you can scale infinitely. If let's say per person you hire, your input is 5,000, they churn you a $15,000 output. That is how you scale. So as a boss and entrepreneur, I focus on things that I can generate the most output. I put my attention there. Everything else, I delegate to other people. I don't build my own website. I don't build my own logo. Right? I have my girlfriend helping me on that. I just give the direction. I have people doing things for me. So personally, because I'm still building, and I'm at the start of building, I'm probably only like 1 or 2 steps in front of you. So I'm probably the best person to advise you in terms of this, because I just figure out the framework and I just share everything to you. You build a one-person business by identifying your own niche. You use social media, you use AI to help you speed up on blog post articles, to help you create viral content, and then you back it up with a product or services that you are the best person to serve it to because of your own knowledge and your own skill set. Once you are able to generate a lot of money, you hire people. Our goal as an entrepreneur or as a boss is to own as many people's time as possible. How much labor am I owning? So say for example, you own a McDonald's franchise. People working in the McDonald's franchise, you own their hours. Say for example, there are 10 workers. You now have 240 hours of output. And that is the way you should go about calculating, building business, hiring people. And now with the help of AI, right, you can actually train your workers to be more effective. So I think in the culture, not that I've hired a lot of people, but I think going forward, right, training them to have the skill set of integrating AI into their workflow, to improve like the per hour output will be very, very good. You don't need so many people to do things. I think we are entering, as I analyze the trend, I think we are entering a golden age of business. So I want you guys to join me. So I really want you guys to join me. Like, take the leap of faith. The cost of business, the risk is actually not so high right now. You just have to find something that you are good at. Just try to sell it. Even if you are an introvert, you can build content, and you don't even have to meet the person face to face. You just have a payment system, or like you can just use Pay Now or something. You accept the sale, and then you just fulfill the sale, be it a product or service. Yeah. So I believe we are entering a golden era of business, and this is why I made this video, share my unfiltered thoughts. That sometimes I don't want to wait for things to happen and then I share with you. I want to share with you how I think, how I plan, so that you can understand, have a different perspective. Because over there in Singapore, everybody sort of not everybody, but because if you go through because as human beings we are a set of programming. So if you go through the education system and then you go through the public education system, you are conditioned and programmed to think the same as most of the people. And I may be the odd one out. The probability of me being right in the future is probably higher than following the matrix. So you can take what I say with a pinch of salt, but I don't think I will be wrong. As you can see, I really do have some track record, and thinking differently is a skill set that I possess that have helped me in ways I didn't think it would. I'm personally also blessed with opportunity because of the industry I'm in. My clients are all ultra high net worth. I have people that drive Rolls Royce that talk to me. I have people that 9-figure property developer in Malaysia, like his friends that likes to drink with me. So sometimes they will share with me in their point of view. I think men in general, we are more willing to share our struggles, and men, we are not born with value. You have to go out and make and go and conquer, right? So we share our own struggles, and I learn a lot from them as well. I think also because of the guy that drives Rolls Royce, right? When I was at my lowest, and I'm not being logical because I was so emotional to trade, and then I lost a lot of money, and I didn't feel confident anymore, right? He told me to stick to what I'm good at, and he told me it's very normal for people to have their ups and downs. He said in Chinese to me, 人生起起落落很正常. And that's why after I see my business pick up and made $20,000 and tens of thousands of dollars subsequently until April of 2024. Now it's slowed down a bit, but sometimes I still make tens of thousands of dollars. It sort of gave me the confidence back that I am who I say I am. And I want to prove it to you guys by, transparently showing my tricks again, by showing you how I think, and like things are starting to pick up for me, and I'm quite happy about that. And I also want to prove to you guys, you can use your niche, you can use your understanding of a specific understanding of a thing, and then you can build a whole business around it. So in my case, it will be options because I've been doing it for quite a while. I've been trading my whole life because it's one of the way that I used to make up my income. Because I started from really the trenches. I started from the bottom at thousands of dollars. So I've used trading my whole life to improve my income level. What else do I have to say? I think let me also share with you how I think in terms of like being a man, relationships and whatnot. I think that if you want to be a high value man, high value man in terms of like high performing, every single metric you are better than other people. And the most important person you have to choose is probably your other half. Say for example, you have to sit down and really analyze what does your other half bring to your table, which I didn't understand, I did not. So it is experience that I go through myself that I now deeply understand. If you are a high value man, you are on your own journey and your own purpose. You need to sit down and analyze that. How is your other half what are they bringing to the table? So if you're on the grind, you don't really have time. Say for example, like as an entrepreneur, there's possibility that I make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. In the future, right? I can make like 50, 60, 80,000 dollars per month. It is possible. Then at that position, then you have to ask yourself at that position, do I really want a argumentative or competitive feminist that thinks men and women are equal? And let's say they earn like $8,000 to $9,000 as a lawyer or $12,000 as a lawyer, and then they come home arguing with you every day, and then they don't really bring any help to you. So that is why I chose a partner that is feminine and supportive, that genuinely wants me to do well, and not a competition to me. I think your other half, will make and break you, especially in today's era. There are a lot of social conditioning that is incentivizing male and female to not behave in their traditional role, and I think divorce rate is gonna go up like crazy. There is a whole agenda of like breaking up the family unit, and most people, they don't understand this. And actually, I'm glad that the breakup happened, because after that I truly understand what I bring to the table and what female can bring to my table. Right? I protect and provide. My female will support and nurture, and that is the dynamic in my relationship, and that works best for us. I think this masculine and feminine energy is real, but a lot of people are getting, I don't know what's wrong with the society nowadays. There are a lot of stupid problems going on, and let them fight. Don't be distracted. We focus on our things. I want you guys to prosper. I want you guys to live your best life. I don't know if I'm living the best life, right? I don't have to, it's weekday, I don't have to go to work. I'm just here by myself, filming content. I don't know if it's the best life, but I try to make it the life I want to, and so far I'm okay lah. So far I'm okay. Okay, I think I'll stop rambling on. I don't know what you guys think of this unfiltered version. Do you want to see more of this unfiltered version? I wanted to give tips on procrastination, but I realized I'm procrastinating. So how about I learn something from you guys? Let me know in the comment section down below, how do I cure my own procrastination? For me personally, I fear that I don't succeed. So procrastinating at the last minute of things, I will still get things done. So that is how I operate. I don't think it's a very healthy way to go about doing it, because like, look at the time now. I took an hour to film this, so it's like 3:45. I probably have to look out for my health. As you can see my eye bags. Okay, thank you all for your time today. Thank you for listening to my heartfelt sharing. I don't know if I did bring any value, but I tried my best to. Thank you, and I'll build my next video now.